These are retracing the steps of that gunman who opened fire outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner last night, where President Trump, Vice President Vance, and 2,000 other guests were gathered. We have learned that this suspect traveled by train from California to Chicago before continuing on to D.C. Correspondent Natalie Brand has the latest on the investigation.
A day after shots rang out just outside the ballroom of the White House Correspondents' Dinner, forcing guests, including President Trump and members of his cabinet, to take cover, authorities are investigating why the gunman opened fire. Law enforcement officials tell CBS News the suspect, 31-year-old Cole Allen from California, wrote a manifesto in which he stated he wanted to target administration officials, quote, prioritized from highest ranking to lowest. Sources tell CBS News that his brother called police in New London, Connecticut, flagging an alarming email he received from Allen. In an interview on Fox News on Sunday, the president said he wished law enforcement had been alerted sooner.
Well, I heard about the London situation, and I wish they would have told us about it a little bit.
The president also praised the quick action of Secret Service in keeping the thousands of guests at the Washington Hilton safe Saturday night. Agents stopped the suspect as he tried to break through the security checkpoint.
It's a tough thing, though, when you have a hotel in the middle of a city with buildings all around and hotel rooms on top of you, and it's a tough situation. But I thought Secret Service and law enforcement, that includes D.C. police, law enforcement was great.
One Secret Service officer was shot but is said to be doing well and was released from the hospital on Sunday. Security experts.
His own brother turned him in. Good on the brother. You see something crazy, you got to tell him. Let's keep going into this.
Experts say the shooting raises questions about whether enough was done to secure the hotel ahead of the dinner.
It's difficult because you have obviously a hotel that's open to the public. They have other guests that are unassociated with the event last night, and they are going to have to take a hard look at how you maybe screen those guests coming in.
President Trump hopes to reschedule the dinner in the next month. Natalie Brand, CBS News.
You saw how he darted over there, y'all? Let's go over into this next video and see what else we can find out about this whole case. Let's look more at that security footage real quickly of him darting past the security.
It looked like he checked it twice.
Lieutenant Hudson, you monitoring this there?
Shall I post it as soon as he passed down that?
18, go for
He darted past them, y'all. Let's go over into this next video and see what else we can find out about him.
This investigation. Cole Allen's home in Torrance has been a key focus in the FBI's investigation. Eyewitness News reporter Monica Deanda live with new reaction from neighbors and Allen's former students. Monica.
John, good morning. The suspect, 31-year-old Cole Allen, reportedly lives at this home here behind me. And neighbors have told me that he lives here with his parents and his siblings. They describe the family as being kind and respectful.
How would you describe his parents? I mean, you said you know his dad pretty well.
Yeah, very peaceful. They're school teachers, solid, really solid members of the community. I mean, apparently from the media coverage, he has a solid education, and that's consistent with his siblings.
ABC News has learned the 31-year-old suspect allegedly sent a message to his family before attempting to carry out an attack Saturday evening at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, describing himself as a, quote, friendly federal assassin. We've also learned that Allen graduated from Caltech in 2017 and from Cal State Dominguez Hills just last year. That's according to representatives from both schools. According to a LinkedIn page connected to the suspect, Allen is a trained mechanical engineer who now works as a tutor. His current Employer C2 Education named Allen Teacher of the Month just last year. The program that Allen tutored for and some of the students he worked with through that job shared a statement saying in part, quote, Mr. Allen was knowledgeable across a broad range of subjects and generally very intelligent. They regarded him as entirely normal and friendly. Our knowledge of Mr. Allen is strictly limited to this account. Now, we caught a glimpse of that type of demeanor back in 2017. Here in an eyewitness exclusive, we hear from a man appearing to be Allen during his time as a student at Caltech.
The wheelchair brakes tend to lock the wheels, but don't actually lock the chair to the ground. The idea with this is to prevent it from moving at all.
Now back out here live, we are also learning that investigators spoke to Allen's sister, who told them that Allen had several weapons inside of their Torrance home that she says he purchased legally, but that their parents did not know were inside of the family home. Reporting live in Torrance, Monica.
Oh, so he was hiding guns in the house. It just goes to show you it can be anybody. This man had a good education, but for some reason he wanted to throw it all away to try and target the current president of the United States. Wow. Threw his whole life away. Jesus. Let's get over into this is a crazy situation, y'all. Let's get over into he has appeared inside of court. So let's get over into that and see what else we can find out.
Suspect in the shooting incident at the White House Correspondents' Dinner will make his first court appearance today as questions are being raised about the security plan for the evening. Natalie Brandt has more details from the White House.
And by that time, we started to realize maybe it was a bad problem, different kind of a problem, bad one.
In an interview with CBS News' 60 Minutes, President Trump recounts the moments after gunshots were heard just outside the ballroom of the White House Correspondents' Dinner on Saturday.
That moment where it looks like you go sort of down with the service, you were telling them to wait?
Well, no, what happened is then I started walking with him. I started walking. And they said, please go down on the floor.
The suspect, 31-year-old Cole Allen from California, is set to appear in court today. CBS News obtained a copy of what investigators call his manifesto. In it, Allen allegedly talked about wanting to target administration officials from highest ranking to lowest.
He had a lot of change. He's been going through a lot.
Secret Service officers captured the suspect as he tried to charge the security checkpoint Saturday night. One officer was shot in his bulletproof vest and is said to be okay. Sources tell CBS News the suspect checked into the Washington Hilton the day before the dinner and used the stairwell to evade security carrying a bag of weapons.
That individual, when he charged a checkpoint, was apprehended. It shows that our multi-layered protection works.
CBS News has learned White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles will convene a meeting this week with the U.S. Secret Service and Department of Homeland Security to assess protocols for presidential events.
In this moment, in this security environment, the paradigms of the past may not be sufficient to meet the moment.
A senior White House official tells CBS News that President Trump is standing by the Secret Service while also ordering a review of security procedures. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Now, I wonder what all they can actually expect them to do. I mean, what more can they do? They monitor people coming before. Are they going to check to make sure no one brings any guns inside the hotel a couple days before? How far ahead are they going to check for events? Let's get over into the AI breakdown just to see if we can find out a little bit more about this information. So as we know, on April 25th, a shooting occurred at a White House Correspondents' Dinner. The suspect, Cole Thomas Allen, allegedly breached security checkpoint and exchanged gunfire with law enforcement. Happened around 8:34 p.m. No deaths were reported. One Secret Service agent was struck in the bulletproof vest. Authorities seized a 12-gauge shotgun and a 38 caliber semi-automatic handgun and multiple knives from the suspect. He was going to go down fighting. That's what it sounds like. As shots rang out, guests inside the ballroom, including hundreds of journalists, ducked under the tables. So he's a 31-year-old mechanical engineer and tutor in California. He has no prior criminal charges. FBI and Department of Justice suggest the attack was politically motivated. Of course. And he called himself a friendly federal assassin. He made his first court appearance in April or today and was charged with attempted to assassinate the president and assaulting a federal officer and firearm offenses. President Trump had a press conference shortly after the incident at the White House. The White House announced a comprehensive review of security protocols for major events, noting the dinner had not been designated as a national special security event, which would have granted its highest level of federal security. I wonder why something that the president's at wouldn't be at the highest level in the first place. But let me know your thoughts on that situation, y'all. Let me know how you feel about it.